Alright, I don't remember if there's an opening cutscene to this. I don't think that I'll I might recapture desktop audio with the microphone. Hopefully not. I don't think there's opening cutscene like there is, like a lot of video games did. Nope. Just go. It's actually really classic. I'm gonna play on normal because I'm not pathetic enough to play on easy, but I'm also not bored enough to play on hard. You have to be a pretty bored person to play on hard.
Xeno's invasion force detected. Invasion target Graia. Informatus. Designation Forge World. Manufactorum Ajaki. Industrial output. Titan. Warlord class.
Sorry, that was a bit high-pitched for what I really have the range for, if you can't tell.
Xeno's invasion in progress. Exterminatus. Deploy capital weaponry. Liberation fleet. Delay unacceptable. Execute request order. Adeptus Astartes Ultra. Response incoming. Deploying the Ultramarines. Yes. God. Oh. That's, the planet Brian. Secure the Titans. Yeah, well, we'll see how that goes.
Captain Titus, the Orcs have massacred the Forge World's forces, and they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
Clever of the damned Orcs. Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machine.
Oh. A bit quiet.
Pilot, report!
Get the ship to safety. We'll find another way down.
Aye, Captain. We've got the whole class of Job returning to launch bay.
Yeah. We find another way down.
This is your plan.
This is your
Take
plan.
out the gun battery. What, do you want to go home already, Sergeant?
Not before having a word or two with the Orcs.
Is that wise, Captain?
Is that wise, Captain?
Does not support this action.
Try to keep up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how this game starts. You know it. You start by being this guy who leads the charge of a dropship. He just jumps off with a jetpack and lands right on top of an enemy ship. covered in greenskins. Oh! Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can remember these controls. Right bumper X. Yeah. Haha! This is the way to do it. Okay, so X is your melee. You combine it with Y. Ha! And you heal by combining it with Y like that. Yeah. And you do it this super cool execution, which changes later on, depending on the weapons that you have. For now, it's just, you know, it's not too brutal, pretty simple. I do not remember how to reload. What is it? Left bumper, maybe? Right bumper, okay. Oh, they're all dead. Spice Marines! Hey, how'd you hit me with that one, huh? I'll show you. Ah. Hold on, sorry, I'm not great with the gun. I'm pretty good at melee though. Yeah. This is not this is not even the final boss of the game. But he is the final boss of the game also. Get off my spaceship, get off my ship, Space Marine. Oh no, a grenade, combat roll. God, there's a lot going on here. Ooh, getting mid on health there. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Oh my god. The might of the righteous indeed. For the I would be quite loud right now. But, you know, it's rather late. I just figured, you know, since I couldn't make it last time I visited, and I promised to play some FPS games, I'd sort of keep the joke going, and instead of an FPS game, I'm doing a third-person shooter, melee shooter, as much as anything. Yeah, by the way. Disable the orc ship. Complete. They just keep shooting. They don't know how to not shoot. It's makes sense if you know more about what's going on here. But you don't need to know anything. This is what's going on here, as far as you need to know. God, that was big. I have no idea how long this will run. Oh, that's right. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. Instead of an opening cutscene, you have an opening gameplay segment. I forgot about that.
Captain Titus, come in. Damned orcs shot me off course. I've had no word from Leandros. but I'm picking up Vox chatter from Imperial Guard forces on the ground.
I scarcely thought anyone would be left alive, much less still fighting.
Heading towards the front lines now.
I will meet you there.
Yep. Some classic 2008 era video game graphics here, man. This is all we ever really needed, in my opinion. I don't see why we ever went past this. It sort of worked against itself. You can't really render, like, great imaginative landscapes to the fucking, you know, detail. Where you going? I occasionally look behind me because I'm paranoid.
Remain calm. Evacuate orderly.
What can I say, you know? Oh, cool. I know the right way's over there because that's where they ran, but this seems like, yeah, where a secret would be. I'm just gonna collect it. Don't want to spoil the game now, do we? Hail, Outlander. Die, Inwa. Do I finally... No, I get my actual gun
Access
here.
authorized. The Emperor be with you, Space Marine.
This way, boys.
Okay, and you reload... Okay, it's Gears of War. Awesome. This is my Lancer. This is my snub pistol. I'm sure later I'll get a Nasher shotgun on the left. And, oh wait, no, you have frags in the top here and there.
The humans all alone!
The humans all alone. Yeah, he is. Come and get him. You can just press B on those guys and you insta-kill them and regain
Destroy
health.
them!
Yeah.
They got no way out of there.
So that looks like an ammo container there on my left. So I can feel pretty free on actually trying to take these guys out. I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil 4 recently, so I'm actually super hesitant to ever use ammo. I always try and go for the guys on top as opposed to the ones that I'm on level with, because you can sort of escape from the ones you're on level with, even in a mostly clear terrain, like we have here. By performing combat rolls, sometimes you can even just like pop in and out of cover and it will break, you know, line of sight, so on. Also, when you're a Space Marine pushing up forward, more forward than you can actually reasonably reach is never a bad idea. Just as long as you don't do it like way too much. Yeah, jeez, dude.
Are you wounded?
There's still some over there behind you. Don't, guys, look, we gotta...
blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Your days as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I looked at its rules for guidance.
We all do. But there are also benefits to thinking for yourself.
So this is a really important, I suppose you could say this is like the entire video game is a framing device. Oh my god, why won't my controller respond? No. My character's having a seizure. Ah! Sorry, my character just had an epileptic seizure. That would have been hilarious if I had died from that. Oh boy. That's not as much ammo as I was hoping for, you know. Anyway. So this entire video game is basically a framing device for the argument of how to interpret the law. Sort of. You know, be it the law of God, the law of the state, the law of the land, like, the law in its abstract conceptual form. How do you interpret it? And that's what the Codex Astartes, you know, it says to never jump into enemy fire with the jetpack like that. And it pisses off Leandros that we did it anyway, despite it being against the Codex. Even though it was... Okay, you can't sprint, thank God. Yes! Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. That was a new one that I haven't seen yet. Those humans that we just saw, by the way, they were Imperial Guardsmen. They are significantly less impressive than we are. Although they are also much cooler than a lot of people are willing to give them credit for. They are literally just normal people who are desperately defending their homes and territories, and they do a damn good job.
You have saved us.
Rise, guardsmen.
Rise, guardsmen.
Saved yourselves.
You saved yourselves.
We thought you did.
We thought you
We
all
would be
dead.
rewarded, if not for the lieutenant.
Where will we find this lieutenant?
My controller's being a bit fudgy,
Follow the trench
little
network
worrying.
to the lieutenant's command bunker.
Carry on, guardsmen. We rendezvous with Sidonus, then we find this lieutenant. We need updated intel on the gun battery.
Through here, my lords. Head out the upper level and continue through the plaza. The bunker
Okay,
is
there we
beyond
go.
there.
Tons of injured.
A few hundred against 1 million orcs. They fight on.
Only in death does duty end.
Only in death does duty end.
My legs.
What is your duty? To die. What is death? My duty. So yeah, these are normal people
I'm in
being
position at a
destroyed by
broken monument near the
orcs.
guard lines.
The difference between them and us is not just that we have armor and a big gun and a big knife. It is, in fact, that we are a space marine who is,
Sergeant, I see you found something to keep you busy.
Sidonus is so
Captain.
fucking cool. Pardon me. But he
Save
is.
some orcs for you.
I've saved some orcs for you.
Orcs have got that gun well defended, no mistake. But typical orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it. Their leader is no fool.
This day is getting interesting.
God, you don't even know the half of it, Sidonus. Anyway.
Ship I saw crash near here, I take it.
Yes!
If the Horde hasn't turned on itself, it's still under control.
Chainsaw. Oh yeah. I can't reach him? Whoa. I like to do X, 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 Y instead of... Okay, fair enough. I was... with blade and bolt. So we are, as I was saying, we are Space Marines. Space Marines are genetically... I'll say genetically enhanced super soldiers. Not terribly unlike the Master Chief, except about, I want to say about 20 years before Master Chief was ever even thought of. We have big giant armor, big giant weapons. We, Space Marines, are implanted with the gene seed that is like, you could say, the quintessence, or like the thing that makes the Primarchs who they are, or the gene seeds of the Primarch. Which is like, so it's basically our big giant space daddy who made us.
Target that squid!
Big giant space daddy made... Okay, so let me retry it like this. Big giant, biggest giantest space daddy made 20 other slightly smaller big giant space daddies. 2 of them immediately vanished. Don't worry about them. So there's 18 big giant space daddies. Oh fuck. And they all have their own, like, sons, basically, because they're all produced from the genes of those big giant space daddies. And they were proper, like, armies who were all taking their armaments. Yes. I feel like I should save these. And actually, I feel like I should do this. Because I need some help. There should be a knob fight here. If I remember correctly. Whoa! Whoops, I thought X was reload. Whoa! Whoa! Quit simping. Boy, catch you simping. My guy's like, nah, I don't need help that badly. I think I can stretch this. I think I can stretch this execution out a little longer. This fight's harder than
Dropship incoming!
and I never play on easy. Fine, I will use my gun. Okay, so this guy's got a knob on, as I recall. That was a good grenade. I'll finish this fight before I continue my lecture on the giant space daddies. It's been a long time since I played Resident Evil 5, okay? I'm sorry. That's the only game where button mashing is button mashing was a big thing back in the day. It's really fallen off because it's not actually
Imperial
fun.
Guard, we are Ultramarines. Open this door.
Here's where we find Lieutenant Mira.
Space Marines.
She's cool, I guess. I mean, she's like the romantic interest of the game, but
Horde of the Greenskins are heading
there's
here from the
never
south.
been... Space Marines are like celibate or something. They like not actual, like they are not they're they can't have children. Like they're, you know, they don't work.
Reinforce their position.
If they're too
Hold
big
the
or
line.
their genes are too messed up or something.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Anyway, look, here's Mira. She's a great character. Honestly, she's not the romantic interest, but people act like she is because she's a woman, and
Second
big
Lieutenant
dudes
Mira,
here is a guy.
203rd Cadian Regiment.
Captain Titus of the Ultramarines.
You are in command.
I'm all that's left, my lord. Unless my commanders rise from the grave. So far, they seem content to stay put.
Lieutenant, the scouts have returned to forward base.
How many?
2.
I sent out 10. That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make an assault. And as you might have seen, it's shooting down all our support vessels.
That is why we are here. Leave the gun to us.
He always looks a little bit too intense with like his eyes a little
We've
wide.
got a slight orc problem down here.
That's a bit loud, let me actually... I wish I had like 2 volume settings, one for cutscenes and one for not cutscenes.
Adeptus Astartes. Access.
Ah yes, my purity seal. You get to go into death metal
What do you
mode.
know of the Titans on this planet?
Only that our troops were sent to guard the Titan Invictus at Manufactorum Ajakis. That was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost contact with them.
We need to reach that Titan.
Your fastest route is across the rail bridge behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gates of the Manufactorum.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Get me that field manual.
biggest
Stuck on
space
bloody
daddy.
Forge World and not a single tech priest in sight.
Yeah, no, they didn't have the money to create tech priest models. So that's a good joke. So biggest space daddy made 20 smaller space daddies that were his sons. Those space daddies all had big armies. What is this, rogue trooper? Get those bloody Norts. And they all had big armies who they made from their own genes called progenoids. You put those in like a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old. Doesn't go much older than 14. Sometimes it does, but generally not. You put that in a kid that age, and eventually they become one of these big giant dudes. They're literally they're like half clones, because they're the cloned DNA of the Primarchs. The smaller space daddies were all put into them. So, which, by the way, those guys themselves came from, you know, the giant space daddy, who is a very powerful guy. Oh, I actually have a grenade counter. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. And just keep pretending that it's like one of them classic games where you don't see your grenade. Nine of the smaller space daddies rebelled against the biggest space daddy, and now they reside in Ultra Hell? I'm gonna call it Ultra Hell because that's slightly kinder than what that place actually is. As, like, not princes of hell, more like eternal slaves. Because it sucks for them. So what's left is the 9 loyal legions, because the smaller space standees all ran away or died. Or both. Vulcan. Look at their little flash. The Imperial Guardsmen's little flashlights just beaming into the orcs is so sad. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't get that heal. There we go. You can tell when I'm focusing more because I go quiet. There we go. Oh, no stuns? Give me this health. Come on. Yeah, okay, cool. How closely do you have to be looking at them? This is getting kind of desperate for me.
That was worth doing. It's worth dying.
You know. I guess I just suck. Far back ammo. That is one thing I didn't love too much about these older 2008 era video games, is it's always like the checkpoint systems, you know. Ha! Okay. I see why I messed up. I wasn't supposed to be doing that at all. I was supposed to be using... It would probably just would have gone on forever until I got on this. Wow, this is a lot of dudes for like 2008. I'm not leaving this.
And the gun battery.
The Orcs took it almost as soon as we got here, nearly 2 weeks ago. Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control. Now none of our ships can get past
9
the
loyal, 9 disloyal little space daddies. They are from the first to the last. Let's see if I can remember them all. Lionel Johnson was the first Primarch of the first Legio Astartes. Legio Astartes. Who's the second? Oh, the second was a lost Primarch, one of those guys who vanished. The third was... Huh. Well, the fourth was... Anyway, the fifth... Pretty good music, I guess, right? The 5th Legion. So then there was... So anyway, Sanguinius is the Primarch of the 9th Legion, and, oh, okay, I wasn't done with that, but fine, I guess. And Robot Gilliman, Roboty Girlyman, Robot Guileman was the Primarch of the 13th Legion. And then there was also Jagatai Khan and Alfarius Omegon. They were Alpharius Omegon was the Primarchs of the 20th Legion.
That's where the orcs
They
breached the gun
don't
battery.
count.
We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant.
They say lieutenant because it's
You are no
British.
longer alone. We will retake the gun.
You are no longer
Get your
alone.
reinforcements.
You'll get your reinforcements. I guess that's why they might think it's romantic, because he's just like an honorable, good guy.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain. Good luck.
I don't even really perceive them as like very close friends. Maybe I'm the minority, but like they both seem like pretty desperate soldiers and a pretty wow, that orc took cover. What a loser. See, this is why I like games where the ammo drops from enemies instead of like from random places, because I don't trust that, man. I can't trust, but I can always trust there will be enemies. Ba-da-da-da. We're trying to get to the main gun to take it down so that we can get to the Titan batteries, so that we can get to the Titan. Man, this game's way longer than I remember. I feel like I beat it in like one night, one time, but there's no way I did that shit. I need to use Fury more. I'm not really thinking too hard about how to play the game. I don't need to yet, but later on. Dude, this game gets hard. Like, there's no way I was able to beat this game in a single day. This game is so difficult. Just pick that up. I'm kind of debating whether I should keep explaining the Space Daddy situation, or if I should just...
It's the Space Marines!
or if I should move on to what's actually happening, but I feel like for now, in general, honestly, it's pretty simple what's going on. Yeah, kill the Space Marines. Do it. Do it. Don't hide. Do it. Wow.
Once we get through these battlements, we will use the breach caused by the rock to enter the gun fortress.
Okay, so the rocks are how orcs get onto planets. They literally crash the rock onto a planet. They crash a meteor, and they... It's highlighting like it's an enemy. So I feel like I should shoot it.
Brace for orc charge!
Sod it. Oh boy. He's yelling about how to kill him as I'm crushing his like jaw into red mist. Okay, cool. Can I finally use this gun without feeling like sort of scared? I'm so used to video games where I'm not allowed to shoot unless I actually need to, let alone use a grenade. Let me see if this... Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Now it makes sense. Because bullets weren't doing anything. There's like no way I'm gonna get a grenade on into that thing. So there is significant drop, but honestly only after a distance. Hey, where are you running to? Orcs don't... What the... Is this another knob fight? Gosh. Rated T for teens. Man, the 2008 ESRB rating system was legit. Like, nowadays it's like, oh my gosh, SpongeBob pretended to hurt Patrick's feelings in a video game to demonstrate how that's wrong. Give it an M rating. And like, you know, back in the day, like, you know... Halo, I think, was only rated T for Oblivion, rated T for teens, you know. Skyrim definitely would have been rated M nowadays. I don't know if it was then. No way it would not have been rated M nowadays. That game is pretty hardcore. Morrowind didn't get an ESRB rating because it started in 2004, I think. And that game came out in like 2002.
Captain, assault support pods were dropped in this area.
Fallout 3 definitely would not get a T rating today. I think it did get an M rating at the time, though. And that game was pretty hardcore, like, no joke. Yeah, they didn't want to show an animation for that. It's fine.
Take to the high ground, Captain. We will deal with the orcs down here.
Okay, I see. So, when you do this, you get that thing, and you press X like that, and you can land there and deal some significant damage. So I guess some more general lore about the orcs here is that, they reproduce, they are big giant fungus. Let's see if I can, oh, no. Whoa. Gotcha. Whoa, there's friendly fire. Orcs hurt each other. That's so cool and accurate. They would. Yeah. Oh, I thought he fell off the ledge. I want him off the ledge. Nice. Orcs are big giant funguses. They're literally mushrooms. Whenever they die like that, they explode into millions of mushroom spores. Nice. They live in so they're pretty hard to deal with, because whenever you kill a bunch of them like this, you'll have to have teams that follow through with, like, flamethrowers in order to, darn it, destroy the fungus. Oh. The mushroom stuff, things that are left behind after, you know, they die. It makes them an exceptionally, whoa, difficult race to kill, to defeat, I should say. They're rather easy to kill, as you've seen. If you're a space marine, they're nothing. But they are still quite difficult to defeat in any permanent capacity, merely because even if you shatter their, like, main force, you'll still be dealing with them for decades. Yeah, I thought so. Aw. Okay. I'm gonna do it! Yes, I did. I did just ground pound into an explosive. Like, twice. Sometimes you gotta counter insanity with even more insanity. Unpredictable. Sedonis! Can't wait for a boss fight. I love boss fights. They don't do those anymore as far as I'm aware. They have like big enemies that have health bars that you can shoot just for a lot. Just keep it anyway, right? I'll probably take a break after this next cutscene. Think about what if I need to explain any lore. It's a pretty straightforward universe at the same time as just being very, there's a lot to it. Like, it's simple and straightforward, but at the same time there's just a very large amount of content, you know. Orcs are orcs. You know, Space Marines are Space Marines. The Imperial Guard. They're all basically what they say on the tin. She's a stalker here. Have I already been spotted? One of those guys that I hit just kept going like they didn't even notice, and I think that was a knob. Ah, that was a headshot though. Yellow. That's definitely a knob with that, like, fire hydrant. I'd like Super Mutant Behemoth from Fallout 3. Is this a boss fight area, or just a large swarm area? Definitely the latter.
This fortress is swarming with orcs.
Yep.
Clearing this place will take days.
Those guardsmen cannot survive that long. We find a way to destroy the gun.
This may again be something that Leo doesn't approve of. But there's a reason we're captain of the 10th company and he is not. Okay, is this a Nasher?
A vengeance launcher.
That sounds promising.
I know, right? It does sound really promising. If you say so. Oh, it's a doom door, but you don't run into it. No, because, you know, there's an activate button now. Let's see how this works. Alright. Works as intended. I will just say that was stupid of those orcs. An armory. Yes, I know exactly what I'm going for. That thing on the table there.
Look here, Captain. Melter charges.
Put those
Meltas.
in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
Put those in the right place. The whole
Leandros,
planet
you
will
do the
implode.
chapter proud.
Remember that we honor Sheepdog by
Whoops, sorry. Lots of different games have lots of different buttons to reload, and they're never all the same button. This game uses right bumper because it's Gears of War. Charging headlong into fire. Yes. Be gone. I feel like when I played this when I was a kid, I probably played it more as a shooter. When it's clearly meant to be played as more of a melee bash. This feels more like one of those classic Street Fight games. You probably wouldn't know what those are, but it's like it's a 2D scroller and you're just like walking through the streets of New York or whatever. And just massive gangs of randos attack you for no reason. And you just like keep, you know. Yeah. I mean, anybody who's older than like 25 will know what I'm talking about, hopefully. Oh shit. I guess anybody over like 30, because I don't think anybody I went to school with. No, they wouldn't have. Dang, wow. I feel like my grandparents used like a dial-up phone when I lived with them. Like I'm just somehow exposed to like one generation before the rest, like, anyway. Haven't been any cutscenes for a while.
They're not about to run short of ammunition.
I am, though. Only 330 rounds? What's that, the exact number of rounds that you carry in a Lancer in Gears of War? Oh, yeah, it is. Wow, no, it's actually 360. Ooh, swig. Wow. Oh yeah, the bolters, by the way, these are not like machine guns or anything so simple. and rudimentary. They are, in fact, fully automatic, self-propelled grenade launchers, or more accurately, no, yeah, that's about as accurate as it gets. Each one of those things that this shoots out, it's a 40mm bolt, which is literally, it's a self-propelled rocket. A self-propelled grenade, rather, I should say. I'm not using any grenades, man. I'm just too paranoid to do it. Like... This means there's a cog tag nearby. Okay. No, I can get down with this, honestly. You think I can't, but I totally, definitely can. You guys can cover distance. See, I told you I'm okay with this. I'm glad there was just enough for me to understand that enemy type without having some sort of lengthy tutorial. It also was fairly punishing enough. What is this, some sort of a cure elevator?
There. I will place the charge on that shell.
Okay.
Now to move the shell into place.
Yeah, Space Marines, very strong, I didn't mention that. Very stupidly strong. Not just like geniuses and great combat, like... inhumanly strong.
The orcs will feed it right into the gun's chamber.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sedonis. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
Aye. Now back to the lift.
Okay. Let me do a quick glance around. I would really appreciate a cutscene at this point. The throat's getting kind of dry. Brain's running low. I want to go down the secure elevator. Dude, I can't stun nothing. I've tried. Man, I'm not good at video games anymore. This is crazy. Oh boy! Damn it. Let me regen my shield from here. Dodge you. Fury mode. Regenerating health, extra damage. That thing. Just absolutely fun. Need to use it more too, because you only refill it by like melee. Maybe I should have saved it. I know I didn't need it.
This is not a drill.
No. You need to use it. Oh. Okay, man. Come on. Okay. Boss fight area. Yeah. Boss up ahead after a few more enemies. Maybe. No, more enemies. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Well. I'm so glad that's an option. Oh, I can't believe I missed. Yeah. Man, this game really goes fast, doesn't it? Like, it's a slogger, but boy, it just keeps going. I mean, like, no, I mean, like, it's so much going at, like, it does not give you a break. Oh, cool. More grenades that I never use. Okay, I'm starting to feel like I can safely use whatever resources I need to use. They might just be lulling me into that trap, though. So, Leo here. I don't like him, and you'll see why. Thank you. Dankeschön. Boy, they really keep giving me upgrades, huh? Oh, new purity seal. Yes. Okay, so this is... probably not gonna use that, like, ever. Not because it's not useful, but because I love the melee way more than the gunplay in this game. Just being honest, Gears of War could have used something like this. It's because, like, that game is, like, all gunplay with some melee features. This is a melee game with amazing gunplay features.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Leo, I got you, buddy. I remember failing to do this part before. Dude. My controller, for real?
Fire.
Wow.
Life is the Emperor's currency.
I didn't know a squig could one-shot kill me. I'm really not appreciating my controller constantly disconnecting either. I also don't appreciate being given more ammo than I had. I assure you that's entirely unnecessary. I don't like the sniper in this game. I know it's a good weapon or whatever, I don't like this. I don't see why a Space Marine would use a sniper. I'm not a Vindicare assassin. I am a Space Marine. Why would I use a bulk sniper? Why would I use a laser gun sniper? Why would I ever use a sniper? That is not my job. I don't have the time for that. And my controller again.
Incoming fire.
Incoming! Incoming! You really sounded like one. Oh, wow.
Enemy sighted.
Incoming! He really sounds like Marcus Phoenix. I never noticed that. I wonder if they were going for it. Oh, that's a knob. My controller turned off. This is so gay. What the? Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna have an epileptic seizure right now, dude.
It's worth dying.
That really, actually, seriously pisses me off. That as soon as I got that guy stunned after taking no damage from him, my controller was just like, oh, no, you're not allowed to have fun right now. Nah, Fun? You want to have fun? Who do you think you are? You're allowed to have fun. You wanna get a clean kill on that knob? Because you know you played Resident Evil so much there's no way you could ever fail that button smash again? Too bad. You have your character, no control over him. Just watch him stand there and die. Oh god. It's really so painful, but there's like no way around it except I guess if people made Xbox controllers that were not complete shit anymore. Like, it used to be Xbox controllers were awesome, but now you drop them and you're like, oh, I'm permanently broken. I really can't stand it. Like, I have very powerful emotions about it.
Fire.
Oh, I don't have to reload with this weapon.
Enemy sighted.
Yeah, that Grotling, or Snotling, I don't remember which one. He's like holding on to the bomb in death. Classic. You know what? I don't need to deal with this. Yeah, that's right.
Hold the line.
I don't need to deal with your nonsense. I'm a space marine. This is what I do. Little voice back there. I wonder if that's because I'm getting emotional. Verbal Dorn would not approve. Oh. Dude, who's shooting straight down here? You suck.
Better off seeing this fortress detonate than it else.
Agreed. Find the next.
Okay, orcs are basically Scottish folks. I think you now have a full picture of what Warhammer 40,000 is. I'm gonna keep playing this game. I'm gonna beat it. I think next time I'm gonna talk about the story more. Because there will be man, my speech impediment will be more story next time. The first quarter of the game is killing orcs. The second quarter of the game is killing a lot of orcs. And the start of the story. The third quarter of the game is story and something else, and the last part of the game is a lot of everything.
Captain Titus, you are a man of your word, my lord. Thank you.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
We're gathering our wounded and are heading to the Andres habitation block to establish an outpost. With the cannon down, our support craft will land there.
Very well. My battle brothers and I must secure any operational Warlord-class Titans before the Orcs can loot them.
Good luck.
The amazing thing about Warhammer 40K is no matter how long you know about it and you're a fan of it, it always feels like it's your first time ever learning anything about it. After all, after all these years, you know, I still feel like it's my first time interacting with any of this stuff. I'm playing a second longer. I'm not actually gonna play though. I'm gonna just... Oh god, look at all these heads just poking out at me for begging me to shoot them. See, if you can't kill an orc with one body shot from your sniper bolter, what is the point? You know? Is it even a bolter sniper, like, for real? What even is it? What is gonna be killed with this mid-range, semi-auto bolt gun? Realistically, I mean, like, you can see these are AI, they're walking into walls and stuff, like, so that's one thing, but I mean, I'm just saying, you know. I would expect a sniper bolter to be, like, stupid strong. Like, really strong. Like, something that could, like, take down a Lehman Russ tank, you know? Not something that can't even kill an orc in one hit. Like, I would expect it to take not even a full clip of this thing to take down tank, but no. I mean, realistically, 50 cal rifles can be used to take down heavy and light armor with repeated shots. It should stand to reason that my bolter sniper should be able to do the same. Like, this should not be an anti-personnel weapon. None of these weapons that I have should be anti-personnel, to be fair. But some more than others. Okay. I'm gonna leave it off here. There seems to be nothing. This orc is a real mood, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a stop recording quick key, so, you know, just casually